Hi, I'm Darlene and this is Heartfelt Crochets. Not long ago, a viewer asked me if I knew how to make a forget-me-not flower granny square. She had searched and searched and she really couldn't find one that she really liked. I searched as well. I Googled the forget-me-not flower so that I could see exactly what it looked like and tried to find one that was as detailed as that flower. It's a beautiful flower. This is what it looks like. It has blue petals with a yellow raised center, and the very center is brown. And then it has these beautiful white lines that shoot from the yellow center up in through the blue petals. Absolutely beautiful. Each one does not have individual leaves behind it. They come in bunches. So I really couldn't find a granny square that I thought really did the flower justice. So over the past week or so, I've really been concentrating over trying to figure out how I could crochet a forget-me-not flower. And it's an applique that you sew onto a granny square, but then I wanted a granny square that wasn't just a regular, plain old original granny square, traditional granny square. I wanted it to be a little lacy. And I wanted this to be something that wasn't out there. So I decided that I was going to create it myself. And this is what I came up with. And to the viewer, I'm going to send you an email to let you know that I've done this. And I hope that this really, I hope that you like it and that maybe you will choose this square to make that blanket that you was talking about for your relative. Okay, so here is the granny square. And how I made it was I used a 4.5 millimeter hook. And I started off with a magic ring. And the very, very center is I use brown yarn and it's just single crochets. And then for the second row of brown, I increased around in the back loop only with the same color, also in single crochets. So it was 2 single crochets in each stitch in the back loop only, okay? And I did this because it's the only way that I could figure out how to get the blue petals behind this yellow center, okay? So then the yellow is bobble stitches. They're a 4 double crochet bobble. There is 5 of them. The petals start with a chain of 6, and then there is 2 double treble crochet together in one stitch, and then you go into the next stitch and it's another 2 double treble together, and then a chain 6 into that same stitch. So you're working 2 separate stitches for 1 petal, okay? So I am going to be giving a tutorial for this. I'm going to try to have the tutorial on for tomorrow, which is Tuesday. If I, however, can't seem to get the time to do that, it definitely will be on next Tuesday's Granny Square tutorial. But I'm going to try my hardest to shoot for a tutorial for tomorrow. Okay. So that's the petals. And then afterwards, I took a white yarn, and the only way after hours and hours of painstakingly trying to figure out how I was going to make these white lines without it looking too bulky. And I decided that I was just going to embroider the lines on, and that's easier to show you than it to explain as well. That will be in the tutorial. But that gave it that realistic look of that forget-me-not. And if you agree, comment below and let me know if this really looks like a forget-me-not flower. So as I said, this is the applique. So I went ahead and I created the granny square. I decided that I wanted to go ahead and in the corners do something a little different. So I treble crocheted and gave it that little bit of a lacy look. And then this last row is again back to just regular granny square, but I picoed on the corner to make it lacy, and it will all make sense once I do the tutorial. So I just wanted to let you know what I have been working on, what I have recently just created in my granny square world, and wanted to let you know that there's going to be an upcoming tutorial on this. And to the viewer that requested me to find something for her, I hope that you see this. I'm going to try to be shooting you an email, and I hope that you like it. And throw a comment below and let me know what you think as well. So until next time, bye.